Stuck at home? Me too. We all are. Social distancing means staying at home. At least I get to work from home, my company is still functioning, I'm very grateful and fortunate for that. The kids are home, but there's only so many screens and rooms to go around. I had a Samsung tablet for about 6 years and they've stopped updating it, so it's stuck a few Android versions behind. It's slowing down and it's been dropped a few times. It still works, but it's kind of twitchy. Then my friends at Vankyo sent me this, and it's been a lifesaver. Now it's time for the unboxing portion of this review. I've already recorded this, but dumbass me hit the record button twice. So I wound up with 0 footage of the unboxing and about 40 minutes of an empty chair. So I'm gonna redo it and feign surprise. I'm such a bad liar. Okay, so let's pretend we're surprised. All right, unbox it. Plastic wrap off. Nice cardboard, good and thick. And here is the tablet. Comes in this nice little bag. Oh, it's so clean. And then the best part of any new electronics. Oh yeah. Hey, you can see my camera rig. Okay. And look at that, it's already set up for me. It's an unboxing. Comes with a USB cable and adapter and a quick start guide. Very important. Right away, you can already feel just how heavy duty this is. This part's metal, but these end caps are thick plastic. There you can see the camera. All right, that's it for the unboxing. Thank you for indulging this lie. This is the MatrixPad S20, not to be confused with the Samsung S20. This is a 10-inch tablet, 10-inch screen. It comes with Android 9 with an 8-core CPU, GPS. It has FM radio, but it needs headphones plugged in because the wire is actually the antenna. Speaking of which, headphone jack. Someday these will be history. 32 gigabytes internal storage, but it's expandable with an SD card up to another 32 gigs. I need to pick one up before my next road trip. I actually have some time. 1280 by 800 resolution, a 10-inch IPS display. It's got dual speakers. It's about $140 on Amazon, I'll link in the description. Less than half a Samsung tablet with similar features. The setup is the usual Gmail sign-on procedure. It took a few minutes and a few more to install some apps and I was off. Before the lockdown, it kept me entertained at the dentist waiting room for an hour and a half. When reading outside, you can turn on reading mode, which turns the screen black and white, so you feel like you're reading a newspaper. It's much more readable in person than it appears here. It doesn't come through very much on camera. The contrast isn't as crisp as a pure white Kindle, but it's still very readable. There's also a grayscale mode which does the same thing, but I don't know why they're separate or what the actual difference is. They look the same. There's also a mode for eye comfort that's supposed to make it easier on your eyes for late night web surfing. The biggest hurdle is the screen itself. It's glass, it's very glossy and reflective, which can make it hard to see without shade or in bright light. Again, this happens with most devices. This isn't a Kindle reader that uses LCD pixels that rely on existing light like a paper surface. The LEDs need to compete with existing light and the sun usually wins. If you're like me, you're usually in the shade and it won't matter. The camera is the bare minimum quality for a tablet, but it's suitable for video calls and quick home movies. 5 megapixel front camera, 8 megapixel rear camera. You'll need bright room light or use the built-in light, which can give you spooky cat eyes. In lower light, the camera loses fine detail, and it makes things look like a beauty filter. She looks 5 years younger, doesn't she? I swapped out my trusty Samsung tablet on my prompter, and it worked like a champ. But I think I'll leave my old tablet on prompter duty, and this one will become my main tablet. Pair it with some Bluetooth headphones, you got it made. The screen is responsive, even with gloves. It's got a good battery life. It charges with the USB-C connector, so be ready for that if you're still using older micro USB cables. I managed to stream 3 2-hour movies on Netflix back-to-back with Bluetooth and Wi-Fi on. When playing movies from the SD card, I got 4 2-hour movies with Wi-Fi and Bluetooth turned off. It's got a strong build, it's hefty, it feels good and solid. There is occasional UI lag. High-performance games and apps can struggle a bit. The same thing happens on my S10. So, who knows? I think the biggest con to this is the lack of accessories like a case, a screen protector. Whenever you have a model that's not super popular like a Samsung or an Apple product, so you might need a universal case. The camera juts out just enough, about the width of a piece of paper, so I'm always afraid I'm scratching the lens when I set it down. The home, last, and back buttons are on screen, so that means they're software configurable, but it also means they are not physical buttons. I kind of miss having a physical home button, something I can hit without having to look at it. Those are becoming a vestigial feature on other products anyway, so I can't really hold that against this tablet. It's just my fear of change. The Matrix Pad S20 is 4.5 Bs. Quality product that's good at web surfing, streaming, and entertainment. The camera falls a little short. Model-specific accessories like cases and screen protectors will be hard to come by. But if you're stuck indoors like me, who needs a case anyway? Thank you so much for watching. Like, subscribe, comment, the bell, the usual YouTube stuff. This is theNewBee, and I'll see you later, kids. Toodles!